Welcome to King Douglas Voice Lab. My name is King Douglas and I'm a diction coach. I help my students master their pronunciation of the English language so they can speak with clarity, poise and confidence. If you've been watching my shorts, you'll notice that at the bottom of every word example that I give, there are some symbols, and some of you don't know what those symbols are. So in this video, you will get to know. Let's begin with IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. The IPA is a universal system which is used to represent speech sounds. It shows you exactly how a word is pronounced regardless of the spelling. For example, S-W-O-R-D is pronounced sword. So is the W silent? Well, it is. IPA shows pronunciation and not spelling. That is why under every word I put the transcription. Yes, those symbols that you see are called transcriptions. They show you how the word is pronounced. Some of you who use dictionaries would see it in the dictionary. Now, English has two systems, the alphabet system and the sound system. The alphabet system, comprising of 26 letters, 5 vowels and 21 consonants, are what we use for spelling and writing. But the sound system, what we work on here at King Douglas Voice Lab, is based on the phonetic transcription of these alphabets that we work with in our writing. Now remember, letters are not sounds. That's where most of the pronunciation problem begins. Letters are used for spelling. A letter can give you 2 or 3 different sounds. Now the English language has 44 sounds in the standard English pronunciation, with 20 of them being the vowel sounds and 24 of them being the consonant sounds. And these sounds are what we speak. They're different from the letters. One letter can produce multiple sounds and one sound can be represented by different letters. For example, the letter A is seen in car, cat, about and cake. So you see, same letter, different sounds. Therefore, we don't learn pronunciation through spellings, but we learn it through sound symbols represented in the IPA. Now that we know what a transcription is, let's move on to these 2 strokes that you see at the end and the beginning of a transcription. The 2 slashes are called phonemic brackets. Phonemic brackets indicate pronunciation, not spelling. So when you see a word in between phonemic brackets, these are pronunciations. It's indicating how the word is pronounced and not the spelling. Without the phonemic brackets, it's just any other spelling out there. But with them, we know we're looking at a sound. Now, of the 20 vowel sounds in English, we have 12 pure vowel sounds, which are monophthongs. These are single vowel sounds, 7 of them short and 5 of them long. And for the long vowel sounds, they're indicated with these 2 dots, showing the stretch. For the remaining 8 of the 20 vowel sounds, we have diphthongs, the gliding vowels as they're called. These are vowel sounds that glide from one sound into another, as in oh, in choice. You see, it glides from one sound to another. So remember, diphthongs glide or move from one sound to another, but monophthongs remain pure. They stay pure. It's just one sound. Now let's go to our consonant sounds, 15 of which are voiced and 9 unvoiced. What do I mean by voiced? Voiced are the ones that vibrate when you pronounce them. Example, v, b, j. These sounds are made with a bit of vibration, but for the unvoiced consonant sound, there's no vibration. You can test that with s and z. So do this with me. Put your fingers on your throat and then s. No vibration, but let's go zzz, and then you feel the vibration. That's the difference. Now let's move on to syllables. Syllables are a single unit of the sound in a word. Most words have more than one syllable. Let me give you an example of one syllable. Word. It's just one, and it's called monosyllabic. Then we have disyllabic. Anger. 2 syllables. Disyllabic. And then trisyllabic. Banana, banana, trisyllabic. So, how do we know it's a syllable? Every syllable contains at least one vowel. Hold on, no, not a vowel letter, a vowel sound. If the vowel is silent, it's not considered a syllable on its own. Think of it like this. A syllable is one click. So if you make one click, that's one syllable. So, word. banana, 3 syllables. Mango, 2 syllables. This is very vital. Letters do not indicate syllables, sounds do. Now, why is it important to know what syllables are? It's so you can indicate word stress, avoid flat pronunciation, speak rhythmically, and sound more natural. English is stressed timed. That means some syllables are stronger than others. And you cannot understand stress without first figuring out what syllables are. That brings me to word stress. Word stress is this sign that you see at the beginning of any syllable in the word, indicating which sound in the word is dominant over the other or others. For example, as a noun, this is present. But as a verb, this is present. So you see, stress indicates what sound is dominant over the other. Now let's move on to the schwa sound, this sound. I dare say it's the most special sound in the English language. It's very common. It's weak, quick, and appears in unstressed syllables. Example, about, teacher, support, and doctor. I've done a short on this, and I did say in the short that if you master the schwa sound, you're very, very close to sounding native. And that brings me to how you watch my shorts. Look at the word, then ignore the spelling. And then you focus on the transcription underneath, identify the vowel sound, stress position, and any silent letters. Then you repeat after me, focusing on sound, mouth placement, and movement, not spelling. With these simple tips, you're sure to become much better at understanding my shorts and mastering your pronunciation of the English language. Why does this matter to me? It matters because my method is about clarity, precision, and confidence, so you can speak like a native. Well, as close as possible. So you train your ear to hear real sound, you learn the foundation and basics of the English language, and you stop guessing and start speaking clearly and confidently. I am absolutely excited to guide you on this journey, and if you watch my shorts regularly, use this video as your orientation to watching my YouTube short lessons. And don't forget to like, share, comment, because it's always fun to see what you can do with these examples. Your engagement means a lot to me. And after subscribing, hit the notification bell and join me in improving your English one sound at a time. A special thank you to everyone who chose to be here. Subscribed, commented, liked, shared. You all make it worthwhile. Good luck on your English pronunciation journey.